Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the pre-event press conference for the 4 Hours of Shanghai, the third round of the 2019-2020 FIA World Endurance Championship. We've got a great panel of drivers representing all the classes with us this afternoon. Just introduced from left to right, Ho Pin Tung from Jackie Chan DC Racing, Nick de Vries from Racing Team Netherlands, Sebastian Buemi from Toyota Gazoo Racing, Nicky Tim from Aston Martin Racing, and Johnny Adam from TF Sports. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. Good to see you. Welcome to Shanghai. One session down already in the action for this weekend. And we'll start with Sebastian Buemi, if we can, from Toyota Gazoo Racing. Joint leader in the standings. And Sebastian, a winner here in 2014 and 2017. On the back of a great victory in Fuji last month, Seb. Some good momentum in the team, but a very different challenge for you this weekend. How are things shaping up after the first session?
Yeah, as you said, it's a different challenge. It's gonna be, I think, the first time that we will be actually fighting with the LMP2s. It's pretty extreme, so we'll do the best we can. Obviously, the race is a 4-hour race, so things can happen, but on pure pace, we have no real hope, let's say, to fight the other guys. So we'll do the best we can, basically, and see at the end. But yeah, it's going to be difficult because we've reduced the power and the boost so much that now even sometimes we struggle to pass GTs. So yeah, it's really extreme. So we'll see what we can do.
You got a reduction in the hybrid power, and obviously you've got the fuel flow and the restrictor, the smaller restrictor. It's a combination which you say is detrimental to your pace. What other areas can you look at this weekend? I mean, tyres, for instance. Would you be looking to sort of maximise the impact of the tyres during the stint?
Yeah, basically it's a bit difficult because we always try to maximise everything. So by reducing the power and by reducing the boost, we all of a sudden put a lot less energy in the tyres. So we have a lot more pickup. We struggle to basically get them to work just because we are maybe 7 seconds slower than last year, so we're going to be at the end maybe in quali maybe 4 seconds lower. So it's just we don't get the tires to work in the right window now, so it's a bit difficult. We'll try to optimize everything we can, but we have to say that it's going to be a completely different challenge that we've had, in the past. I think Fuji, at the end of the day, it was already a hit, but we could have a good race, a good fight, where here I feel like we are completely out of the fight, let's say.
But as a competitor, you must be looking forward to some aspects of trying to come through and challenge the non-hybrid cars for victory here.
Yeah. I mean, it's from that point of view, we most likely going to start something like 4th and 5th, and we're going to try to have a fight. But the problem is, right now it looks like we're not going to even be able to have a fight. So that's why I feel like it's a bit too extreme. But again, it's like that now. We do the best we can, and we see at the end of the race where we finish.
Okay, good luck for the weekend ahead, Seb. And we'll move over to Ho Pin Tung from Jackie Chan DC Racing. A winner here, of course, last year in that very memorable race. The first Chinese entered team to win a category in the WEC. Ho Pin, good to see you again. Like I said, returning to the scene of that great momentous victory last season. First of all, memories about that weekend and how you're going to try and reprise that for 2019?
I think that last year was special, quite typical for Shanghai, how conditions can be in the month of November. Luckily this year we seem to be slightly on the better side when it comes to the weather. So yeah, it can be a completely different race, shorter as well. So for us, compared for example with the 4 hours in Silverstone, we have much smaller tire allocation. So tire-wise it's going to be more challenging for us here. The track today had very poor grip. What Sebastian just touched, it's quite interesting that the speed difference between the LMP1s and the LMP2s here seems to be very small. So let's see. I mean, I think if we can do a clean race without any issues, perhaps some of the P1s find issues during the race. Who knows? One of us can end up on the oval podium even.
You mentioned tyres there, Ho Pin. Obviously, you're running with Goodyear products this year. Tell us a bit about the development of those over the first 2 races and sort of some of the positives that they could bring for you this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, we've been very closely involved as a team with the development of the new Goodyear tires for this season. I think in Silverstone we're still kind of trying to find our way with the new package that we had. As obviously Fuji performance showed, we've made quite a big step there, securing pole position and finishing second in the race. Obviously here we're looking to make another step. There's one more spot to go up. But yeah, at the same time, this track offers different challenges again. Particularly very hard for left front tire, as we all know. So yeah, we'll have to see. But I'm pretty confident that we are able to make the step that we need to challenge the cars on the Michelin tires.
Thank you, Hopin. Good luck this weekend. Moving over to Nick de Vries from Racing Team Nederland. Took a debut victory last time out in Fuji. Tremendous race and personally for you, a great performance. Nick, tell us a bit about the momentum gathered from that great win and how you're pushing now for more victories in the championship.
Yes, I think it was a great race and weekend for us. To be honest, it felt like we made the impossible happen. Obviously, the competition in LMP2 is really high with extremely strong driver lineups with a lot of very quick silver drivers. We managed to anyway do the job. So I was very happy for Fritz, our bronze driver, who really deserves it. He is a man with a lot of passion for this sport, so happy from that side. Talking about momentum, we've had a couple of weeks no racing. Obviously, I've been busy with Formula E and other racing commitments, F1 simulator and stuff. So been keeping myself busy. But it also proved that we now have a package with TDS that we can actually fight for something. So I hope that we can continue do our job properly, and hopefully we benefit from slight mistakes from others, and we can continue fighting for podiums.
Slight change in race format, Nick. It's reduced by 2 hours at Shanghai this year. How do you see that influencing the strategies? Because that is a crucial part of LMP2 when you have a variety of drivers in the team.
Yeah, I don't know the exact. I know the minimum time for obviously bronze and silver drivers, but I don't know what is the exact rate in comparison to a 6 or 4 hours. So to be totally honest, I don't know how exactly that is going to affect us, but I guess time will tell us soon. But we still have a practice and qualifying ahead.
Good stuff. Thank you, Nick. Good luck this weekend. And moving over to Nicky Tim from Aston Martin Racing. Welcome, Nicky. On the back of a victory like Nick as well from Fuji. Terrific performance from you and the team there. Talk us a bit about that and also just the general level of competition in LMGT Pro this season. It's really tight out there, isn't it?
Yeah, starting with the competition is not a secret. We're up against the best in the business regarding brands and drivers. Starting the season good, second race win, so this year we're definitely more competitive with our newly developed tires, I would say, from Michelin, so we are competitive even in the dry now. And carrying that over to this track, I think this is probably on the schedule the best track for our car. So after win last year, I hope we should be really competitive here.
Seb mentioned the sort of different dynamic in traffic when multi-classes are out there racing or practicing together like we saw this morning. Are you noticing that, the different speeds of the Toyota and some of the non-hybrid cars and the LMP2s as well?
Yeah, I think, I don't know, Buemi, I was fighting for 3 or 4 laps, the Toyota Aygo or whatever it was. It's all the same for us, just getting maximum performance out of it. As you say, it's so competitive, so every tenth you can get is massively important in our class.
Okay, Nicky, thank you very much. And Johnny Adam from TF Sport, good to see you, Johnny. Again, another one on the back of a great victory at Fuji. Just tell us what that meant for the team and the progress that you guys have been making from last season when you were in your first rookie year of competition with TF Sport.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously good momentum from obviously getting the team's first victory in WEC. They've come so close. I think there was 4 occasions that they finished second last year. So, yeah, and the package is good this year. You know, a new car obviously with Advantage in the GT AM class, and a good lineup. Obviously, a bit of consistency with Sally and Charlie in the team. And as Nicky touched on, the AM class now for the Aston benefits from this new tyre this year from Michelin. So. It's good. We've been just chipping away at setup at the moment. Obviously, the guys touched on, this circuit's quite technical and quite high on tyre deg as well. So I think it's whoever's got the best package towards the end of their stint. And at the moment it's going well, so good to keep the momentum. Obviously the AM class has different weights, so at the moment we're carrying 25 kilos this weekend, so we'll find that a bit trickier, I think, come the race with the tyre. But yeah, just to maximise what we can this weekend and see what we can do.
With that slightly extra weight, Johnny, tell us about how you go ahead doing a programme during free practice. How are you preparing the car, because it's a different prospect to doing it, you know, when you're slightly lighter in weight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with extra weight you suffer in places, especially braking zones, etc. So we're trying obviously to delve into detail with setup and try and make that a little bit more consistent over the race. I think this will be quite a hard circuit on tyre, even if you didn't have the weight in the car. But yeah, with 25 kilos, I think we'll maybe struggle a little bit in the race. But we've always been good at the moment on the longer run on the tyre, with the advantage is quite light on the tyre, so hopefully that will not, you know, hinder us too much. But yeah, at the moment just keep the momentum going and see if we can sneak another podium this weekend.